More than half the increase in prices from November to December reflect higher housing costs, energy costs, along with the price of food, which also contributed to inflation. A survey shows Americans of different racial backgrounds basically agree the government should prioritize economy and foreign policy issues this election year. For Megan Cherry in Temple Terrace, Florida, feeding a family of 6 means cutting what makes it into the grocery cart.
So things that aren't necessary for meals are kind of getting cut out.
Inflation has cooled in recent months, but remains top of mind for many Americans, like the Cherry family. Thursday's report from the Labor Department showed that overall prices rose 0.3% from November, despite the slowdown in price increases, along with steady economic growth, low unemployment, and healthy hiring. Polls show many Americans are dissatisfied with the economy. That disconnect is a likely issue in the 2024 elections. About 7 in 10 U.S. adults name economic issues as a top 5 topic they'd like the government to prioritize in 2024, making it the most commonly mentioned issue. Experts say much of the public remains frustrated by higher prices. Prices are still 17% higher than they were before the inflation surge began and are still rising. According to an Axios.com vibe check, if you're a Republican, rural, renting, a woman, or living single, you disproportionately feel anxious and funky about your finances. At Covenant Baptist Church's food pantry in Southwest D.C., co-coordinator Craig Johnson has seen so much more demand, families are now allowed to come once a week instead of once a month.
So our numbers have been going up steadily since the end of the pandemic.
One economy expert says the Federal Reserve overpromised what they could deliver, leaving people pessimistic about their pocketbooks.
This inflation is permanently high. Prices are never going to come down. So that's one thing, is that people were told us one thing, and what's happening is different than what they expected. But combined with the fact that their sentiment is low, what it really looks like is people are afraid to quit their jobs.
In a statement, President Joe Biden says of the report, quote, "We saw prices go down over the course of the year for goods and services that are important for American households, like a gallon of gas and a gallon of milk," but admits there's still more work to do. Economists say there has never been as wide a gap between the underlying health of the economy and public perception. In Washington, Hilary Powell, CBN News.